Thanks, Lisa. On behalf of the entire UAW Local 659 membership, I want to welcome you to today's events. I'd like to take the opportunity right now to recognize a few special guests in attendance from the UAW. Our own International UAW President, Ray Curry. Our UAW Vice President of General Motors, Mike Booth. Top Administrative Assistant to Mike Booth, Nicole Curran. Our Assistant 1D Director, Scott Zuckwer. International Servicing Rep from Region 1D, Scott Henry. Frank Trubero, UAW Local 659 President. Anthony Davis, UAW Local 659 Vice President. UAW Local 659 Financial Secretary, Dwayne Ballard. Not in attendance today, but she is with us, Kim Jones, Local 659 Recording Secretary. Also not in attendance today, we have 3 trustees, one of our own being Courtney Patterson, Local 659 trustee. Eric Kozel, Local 659 trustee, not with us today. Last but not least, Anthony Odom, Local 659 trustee. Today's announcement is in recognition of the great work going on here at the facility, and we would like to thank you for joining us today. Now I'll turn this over to Frank Trubero.
Thanks, Dan. This is all about all of you folks today, so it's an honor for me to be here with all of you this morning. I'd like to welcome our guests to our great facility. Today is a perfect example of what we can achieve by working together and strengthening our relationships. We are extremely proud of our entire workforce and the high quality products that we produce. Thank you for coming out today, and now I'm going to turn it back over to Lisa.
Thank you, Frank. So Flint Engine opened in 2002, and it is filled with talented men and women who not only work here in Flint, but raise their families and live in the surrounding areas. Our diverse team ranges from new hires to an individual with 60+ years of GM experience. Our current engine platforms include the SGE engine, small gas engine for the Malibu, as well as our diesel CSS engine for light-duty trucks and full-size SUV. I'm very excited to be here with my GM colleagues, the UAW, community stakeholders, and today's special guests for the announcement today. I would like to now introduce Gerald Johnson, Executive Vice President of Global Manufacturing and Sustainability.
Good morning, Flint Engine. It's been a little over a year since I visited the Flint Engine plant, and apologies for doing that. But as I was driving up, I started my career at the Grand Blanc facility not too far down the road, and I have an apartment here in Burton, Michigan. So anytime I come up to Flint, I do a little drive around just to see how the place has changed and what stayed the same. And the good news is that what stayed the same is we're still here, we're still producing, and we're still rolling strong. And I thank you guys for that. And because I don't get here as often as I might, I got a little time to thank you and get caught up, if you will. So let me start out by saying thank you for all the work you did that helped us carry our way through a pandemic. It was essential, it was necessary. We protected lives, and also along with that, we protected livelihoods of our workforce and our team, but also the communities in which we serve and the communities in which we live. So thank you for that. And then over the last year or so, we've been fighting supply chain issues and shortages, and that has created an undue amount of volatility in our scheduling and our work schedules and when we're on and when we're off. And so I thank you for being adaptable and flexible. And I also want to tell you that the outlook for 2023 is a little more stability than we saw in 2022. And so we're looking forward to that. All in all, part of what we're doing here today is recognizing all the years and hard work of this workforce here at Flint Engine. It's appreciated. It has not gone unnoticed, and I'm glad to be here today to talk about investing more into the future of Flint. So let's get down to the brass tacks and the numbers. We want to announce today that we're putting $579 million of investment right here in the Flint Engine plant to produce the next generation small block V8. Now, everybody knows that Flint's the birthplace of General Motors, and it's always wonderful when I get a chance to come back and when we get a chance to come back and talk about investing and keeping that history well into the future. This represents the return of the small block to Flint manufacturing where it originally was. Small block engine V8 has a storied history from 1955 all the way to today, and you guys will be responsible for building the next generation of that historic engine. And I'm glad that it's going to be here, and I'm glad that you guys are the ones who are going to build it for us. Our customers need the reliability that you guys know that you can produce and that we've seen you do over and over again and continue to do even now. So we're excited about the investment for sure. We're excited about the future that it means for Flint Engine. We're excited about what it means for our commitment, quite frankly, to internal combustion engines and our trucks and SUVs, and then the customers that, quite frankly, are still clamoring to our dealers to get new trucks and new SUVs with ICE engines in it. We are committed to an EV future. You guys know that story, but we're equally committed to internal combustion engines and all the customers that we know still want those and will continue to want those into the future. It's an important element of what we do, and it will be well into this future and well into this decade. So thank you for all that you do, and thank you for allowing us to invest in the future of Flint Engine. I'm glad to be here. I want to thank everybody for the hard work, certainly the workforce here, but Lisa Mack and her leadership, Dan and the UAW's leadership here, Ray Curry and Mike Booth, who are here with us, and also our community, our government leadership, which is Lieutenant Governor Garley Gilchrist and also U.S. Representative Dan Kildee. This always takes a united effort. It takes government, it takes local, it takes the workforce, it takes General Motors. It takes all of us to put together $579 million and commit it into a future that's going to be well for all of us and our customers that we continue to support. So one more time, thank you, Flint Engine, for all that you do. Thank you for what you're going to do with this new engine program. We appreciate you. Now I yield the podium.
Thanks, Gerald. That's great news for this facility and for our community. With that, I'll turn it over to Ray Curry, our International UAW President.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, Flint Engine. Now, Gerald just gave us all some exciting news about this location and a lot of history about where we are right now with regard to Flint. It's great to be here with you today for this announcement that GM is investing in yet another UAW facility. I want to thank Dan for the introduction. I want to thank you, the great membership of Local 659, for what you do each and every day under the great leadership of Region 1 Director Steve Dawes. It's always great to come to Flint when you think about what Flint means to so many. The 1937 Flint sit-down strike marked a moment in history of great change for our union. It also marked the moment that began a relationship between the UAW and General Motors off of one single piece of paper, a paper about representation. A representation and a partnership that has grown for many years since that date in 1937. 86 years later, we gather together today to celebrate almost $1 billion in total investments. Now, Gerald gave you the announcement about what's happening specifically here, but when you talk about total investments that's happening at UAW facilities, you got to be excited about that taking place for your brothers and sisters. Those investments recognize contributions of our members here at 659. It represents the contributions of our brothers and sisters at 362 in Bay City, 211 in Defiance, Ohio, and 1097 in Rochester, New York. They recognize that the key piece that all of us must remember, our members bring experience, skill, and dedication to the work site each and every day. They recognize that these communities, such as Flint, are worth investing in and continuing to profit from. There's also a focus on these days on electric vehicles. And I often have to say the transition to electric vehicles will not take place at the expense of the existing workforce. Gerald just made a true comment that we think is true. There is a commitment for ICE vehicles, and there is a commitment by the corporation to build those and meet the demands of a customer base into the future. You should be proud in knowing that that investment is happening here today in Flint as a result of that. It's a big part of what's going on for the future of GM. Investments such as today makes our members' jobs more secure and ensures that these facilities will carry on supporting future generations of UAW members. Once again, today is a good day for UAW members, and it happened because our members made GM successful yesterday, made GM successful today, and will definitely make GM successful tomorrow. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Mike Booth, the new International Vice President. I'm in charge of gaming and UAW GM. So it's very exciting and proud to be here. This announcement today is bigger than what most plants have, a component plant. This is bigger than they can build a whole new plant. So this is a huge investment for everybody at UAW Local 659. This is a very proud moment for you. I can't follow as well as Ray. He did a lot more research on the location. So I'll cut it short. Very proud of everybody here. I do bring greetings from Director Dawes. You've met Ray and Nicole Current. Nicole Current has just been moved to the top AA of the UAW GM department, gaming and gaming organizing. So, Nicole. So again, sisters and brothers, very proud of each and every one of you. This recognizes your hard work. Thank you.
Well, good morning, Flint Engine and members of UAW Local 659, which happens to be my home local. So I was asked here to give you greetings, congratulations from Director Steve Dawes for your hard work. As Gerald had mentioned during the pandemic, is Director Dawes also come in here with Mary and Gerald to make sure that we work safely. So again, thank you for all of your hard work. Steve really wanted to be here today, but as President Curry had mentioned, there's a simultaneous event up to Bay City UAW Local 362. So they too can celebrate an investment in their futures. I specifically want to congratulate Dan Hunt, his entire bargaining team, and their salary counterparts for the hard work in doing to get this investment. I want to thank the entire Local 659 Executive Board for inviting me to attend on behalf of Director Dawes. I'd also like to thank VP Mike Booth with the GM department for attending, and I especially want to thank President Ray Curry, along with the long, hard work that your bargaining committee did, and you made it a little bit easier for him, as I know President Curry, who was a friend to our region, was instrumental in both of these investments in Region 1D. It's a great day to be in Region 1D. Again, on behalf of Director Dawes, thank you, thank you, thank you, and please continue your hard work.
Please welcome Lieutenant Governor Garland Gilchrist.
All right, how y'all doing? I mean, if somebody just told me that we were investing $579 million in the Flint Engine team, that says something about the Flint Engine team. It says that when General Motors is deciding to make a bet the future investment on professionals, on a community, that they chose to bet on you and bet on your sisters and brothers to the tune of $216 million more in Bay City. When I hear that, it makes me beam with pride, because the people of the state of Michigan, the people of mid-Michigan, the people who live in UAW's Region 1D, y'all must be worth investing in. So congratulations for this amazing recognition of your hard work, of your ambition, of your expertise, of your sacrifice on behalf of this community and on behalf of our future. Congratulations. Governor Gretchen Whitmer and I want to thank you for the commitment that you have to all of our communities. And every public servant here owes a debt of gratitude to you, because it's you who make our communities worth living in. I do want to recognize that we do have other public servants here in our midst. From the state level, we have State Senator John Sherry and State Representative Cynthia Neely. Now, alongside the other leaders who are represented here, I start with my friend and brother, UAW President Ray Curry, as well as the chair and the president of Local 659, Dan Hunt and Frank Troubareau, and so many others that you're hearing from today. This is a team effort, because you know, just like manufacturing, the work to make quality of life better is a team sport. And what I'm proud of is that today we're recognizing the investment in this team. Because what you create with your hands, the problems that you solve with your minds, they are key to General Motors' success, they're key to this region's success, they are key to this state's success. And I want you to know that Governor Gretchen Whitmer and I are going to work hard and fight hard every single day to make sure that you maintain safety, respect, and protection at work, to make sure you have a pathway to a dignified retirement, to make sure that you can keep all the money in your pocket that's actually yours, and to make sure that the environment that we live in, that we are blessed to steward, is one that supports all of our life, our health, and well-being. And when we do that and commit to that together, this will be a place that we're proud to raise our kids in, and that our kids will be proud to raise their kids in as well, because of the work that you do every single day. So thank you, Flint Engine. God bless you, Local 659. Let's continue to do this great work on behalf of everybody in the state of Michigan.
Please welcome U.S. Representative Dan Kildee.
All right, well, first of all, it's good to be home. And when I say it's good to be home, it's also good to not be in Washington, D.C. But it's especially good to be home. And I don't just mean back in my hometown of Flint. I mean among everybody right here. Because this is the community that has built our community for over 100 years, well over 100 years. This company and the workers have come together to create the best products on the planet and deliver them to the markets that demand them. And what this moment proves is that that is not just a part of our history, a really important legacy that I know I'm really proud of. I'm a product of this community. I'm proud of what we've done. But this is a moment that's about our future. This is an investment in our future. It's a decision made by the company as a result of the fact that we've got company leadership and the best workers, led by the best union on the planet, who have come together to make sure that we get this investment, $579 million into this facility, means not just the work that will take place under this roof, not just the important products that we will deliver to the market, but good paychecks that support our neighborhoods, that support our communities, that create that more stable sense of community, that connection that we all share with one another. If we're going to make it in America, if we're going to reclaim our own future, determine our own future, we have to make things here. It matters to have an industrial policy that says our workers can compete with anyone if we're given a proper playing field. And this is evidence of that. This is really important work for us. And it's not missed on me that today's announcement is not just for Flint, but for the northern tier of my now 8th congressional district up in Bay City. This is a big day for all of us. So I'm just really proud to be here, to be a part of it, and to say, on behalf of the people that I represent, to the workers of this facility, to the company itself, for the leadership, both in the union and in General Motors, thank you for recognizing the quality of work that is done here and rewarding us with that quality, with a future that we can count on. It means a lot to all of us. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of it. Thank you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage GM Flint Engine Plant Director, Lisa Mack.
I want to say thank you for all of our special guests for helping us celebrate today's great news, which not only covers Flint, but 4 additional plants for a total of $918 million being invested into GM facilities today. Today's investment reflects the hard work that you all do every single day, working together to earn our future. The teamwork between GM and our UAW partners enables us to produce innovative products that our customers want, as well as find new ways to grow the business. Again, congratulations, FEO. I'm proud to be a part of an organization that is committed to winning every single day. Give yourselves a round of applause. One last task. I'd like to invite our speakers back to the stage, as well as all of our elected officials and UAW international representatives for a group photo. You'll turn around. Jeff is our GM photographer back there. Wave, Jeff. And we'll get a picture going. Yeah, I would hope so.
I guess I go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Get on your toes, Frank. Get on your toes. I'm on mine.
I am standing up straight.
Okay. Great. All right, are we ready? 1, 2, 3.
How do I look?
Fantastic.
Good? All right. Thank you all for everything you do. that concludes our announcement today.
Ladies and gentlemen,